What's up, guys? My name is Brian. Right in front of me, I have the Facebook Ads Manager. And if you didn't see my last video, and I actually have two channels. One of them is with AI. This one's my personal channel. But if I upload it on there, it's going to be uploaded on here soon. But in that video, I just talked about making ARC ads, making AI ads, which is these right here, right? And I'm gonna just
88% of leads go cold if you don't
she's
follow up
speaking the
within
script that I
5
gave
minutes.
her, and they're just AI ads, right? They're very useful. They're working right now, and I just was just talking about making them, and then running them as ads. Right now, I ran them, and I put $30 into this campaign, and I'm just wanted to show you the performance and what I did right now. And I got one appointment right now, so I wanted to show you that, right? So, initially, what I did is I made a campaign. So right here, I'm at the campaign level, and if you guys don't understand, the campaign is just basically like, you can think about it like the stage, right? If you had a stage, right, and you had contenders going on that stage, and you can say the contenders that are going to present to the audience are like the ads, which is right here, right? These are the ads. And you can say the ad set is like the host, right? So you have the stage. When we set up these ads, we have to make the stage, which is the campaign. That's why I called it ARC Ads Campaign. That's the stage, right? And then the ad set is the host. He's gonna be warming up the audience, right? So, for example, if the audience is for, like, say, if there's a doctor and the audience are ready to listen to medicine, the host is gonna set that up, right? The host is gonna be like, all right, guys, our doctor's coming up. Like, he sets the audience up, right? He directs the audience and expects them what they're gonna hear, right? So on the ad set level, you can set the target audience, right? So say for example, if you're making ads about real estate, on the ad set level is where you would put, like, you would want Facebook to target real estate agents or home buyers or sellers, houses, investors. So that's where you find your audience. So this is, I hope that made sense. So the stage, the host, and then the contender, which are the ads, right? Because the ads are the ones that do the work. So when I first started this campaign, right, which is this one's on right now, but this one is the one that I turned off. This is the one that I'm going to be talking about right now. This one, right, when I set it up, you can put your money in the campaign level or in the ad set level, either one, right? But here's the thing: if I put it on the campaign level and I have three ad sets, like, right, you see these three ad sets, they're sitting in this one campaign. I mean, in this one ad set. These three ads are sitting in this one ad set. And if I put $30 inside this campaign right here, right, and I set it to that, then it's gonna distribute. And here, I'm gonna click in here so you guys understand what I'm saying. Here's the campaign, right? I put, right now, up to $60. It was performing well, right? So let's just say, for example, it was at $30. I had it before. If I put it at $30, actually, whatever, $60. If if I have it at $60 right now, then immediately Facebook is gonna start distributing that money into these ads, but it's gonna be going depending on which one's performing best. Like in those first 24, 48 hours, if the first one starts getting a lot of engagement, a lot of likes, a lot of clicks, a lot of whatever, right? Then most of the budget of those $60 is gonna go straight into this first one. And this one is that's why the numbers on the metrics that I'm about to show you are less for these two and more for this one, because Facebook sees that, oh, this one's performing very well already at the get-go, is putting most of those $60, probably like 60% of the budget, which is like maybe like $40, into the ad, and the rest are getting the rest. And here's the thing: well, some ads, they perform well after, right? Immediately, they're just like struggling. They need to find like a pocket in Facebook's algorithm. Once they find it, they start blowing up. So immediately, what you can do is, if this one starts performing well, you can take this one out, put it in its own campaign, its own ad set by itself, and you put $60, but have the $60 only channel straight into this one ad, so you can really see how it's performing, right? And yeah, let these keep running up until, like, I would say 1,000 impressions. I'm gonna show you the metrics right now. Once it hits 1,000 impressions, or you at least spent like $10 on this ad, then you can look at the numbers and analyze. And in this other video, what I showed you, if you don't know how to analyze the numbers that I'm about to show you, actually, like right now, hold up. If you don't know how to analyze these numbers, right, I recommend you go to, like, say, go to performance and clicks, right? You're like, oh, okay, damn, so many things. Like, what the heck does this even mean? Just download it right here, right? Download it as a CSV, and then upload it to ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT, this is my campaign, these are my ads. I've been running it for 24 hours. These are the numbers. Can you break it down for me? What these numbers mean? Which ads should I turn off? Which ads should I increase in budget? Which ads should I leave how it is? Leave it on? Should I keep it running for how long? You know? And it will tell you everything. It's your advisor. It's crazy how easy it is to win, guys. Use ChatGPT for this, right? And as it's telling you, you're learning. Like, don't just look at it and be like, okay, I'm gonna do what. Like, you see ChatGPT explain it, and then at the end, if it tells you, okay, turn this one off, don't just go and turn it off and that's it. Like, that's all you learn. Read why you're turning it off. Like, it's literally telling you. Like, nowadays, like, it's so easy to do this and learn. Before, you would have to search, like, you had to put more time into learning this. So, really take ChatGPT serious, learn from it, and ask it questions. If you don't understand how to explain it, ask it differently, and just tell it in the prompt, like, explain this as if I was a 14-year-old, you know, and I really needed this to learn this in a simple way, and it will show you and you will learn. That's literally how I learned this stuff right here. So yeah, all right, moving on. So yeah, so upload that and you'll learn the metrics. And so the thing is, immediately, let's go back in here. I'm going to show you what I did right after this. I saw this one was performing super well. This one right here, right? It's this white girl right here. She was performing so good, right? This second one, she was performing well also. She was right behind the other girl, and it was also promising. ChatGPT was telling me, this one's promising. We can try to. Actually, no, I'm so sorry. It was not this one. It was this one. This one was performing well, but a lot of the metrics were like blank for some reason. Like, I don't know what's going on. ChatGPT said, pause it for now until we can figure out what's the results on these two. So that's what I did. I paused this one, and these two, I grabbed them, right? I grabbed them, I took them out, and I put them in their own campaign, and I did the same thing. And actually, no, I didn't do the same thing. I duplicated them, and then I put $60 in each of them, right? So they can spend, not distributed like how I originally told you. Like, I'm talking about, like, originally I told you can put $60 on the campaign level, and then it'll distribute it based on performance, right? If you put it right here, actually, I'm gonna just show you guys what I did. So this is better to explain. This is the campaign, right? So I made two ad sets right here, right? All right, so if I go to the ad set level, you're gonna see $30. $30 is going straight into this ad, right? And I go into this other ad right here. $30 also straight into this ad. So we're not putting $60 in here and then just let Facebook just give the budget to the one that performs the best, right? Leaving the other one slacking. I put $30 into each of these to see so they get their own spend, so we can see the numbers more clearly, right? And it's not favoring one over the other. So I did this campaign after doing this one, after putting the money on. Like, look, if I click right here, guys, and I go to, sorry, I'm on the wrong one. If I go to right here on the campaign, right, this campaign, you see how it's structured. Here's the campaign. Here's one ad set, and the other one I showed you had two. This one had one, and there's three in here, right? If I click on this one, if I click on the campaign right here, it says $60, right? So it's trickling down all the way to these three. If I click on the ad set, you're not going to see any spend on here, right? You would normally see it like right here, around here, but it's not there. It says you set a daily advantage campaign budget of $60, which is referring to these $60. So since it's referring to that, meaning that those $60 are being distributed in here, right? After I found out that these two are performing well, I took them out and then I put them in this new campaign. And I feel like I'm just reiterating myself. But yeah, so I made the campaign and then I put $30 in here on this level, right? So on the other one, it would show up right here, but no, I didn't do that. I put it on this ad set level. So now you're gonna see those $30 here, right here, $30. So these $30 going straight into this one ad because I wanna see how it really performs. This one's behind, but it had good numbers, right? Because I was like, maybe it has good numbers. It's low because Facebook is favoring the other one, the other white girl that I was showing you. So I wanted this lady to get her own budget so I can see how really she performs. Same thing I applied to this one. You click on the ad set level, you're gonna see $30, and there you go. And so I ran them, right? And it just to go again, just to make sure it's clear. I ran this to see which one performed well. I turned off the one that sucked that ChatGPT told me, took two out, and then I put them in here and gave them their own budget. And then I ran it, right? And so the results were, so for example, here, I'm gonna click this one. Where is she? Okay. So here we have these two ladies, right? And actually, dude, it's still learning, right? This is hasn't even been like 48 hours, but I already got an appointment, and I wanted to show you that, right? So I'm gonna click to the side, see where his appointments are. I don't think it takes some time for them to upload like the metrics, but I woke up to that one appointment. So right here, you're gonna see 7 clicks right from this one ad in like less than 48 hours. 10 clicks from this girl right here, and then you can see the click through rate. Click through rate is better for her, right? She has less. She has less numbers. If you check right here, less numbers, but it's cheaper. It's cheaper to run her. Actually, if you check the amount, the way to check how much you're spending with these ads, guys, is to check the amount spent. See, this lady's cheaper than this other ad. So, but again, if once you're looking at these numbers, if you want to understand what's happening, download it, export, and then upload to ChatGPT, and then go from there, and it'll tell you what's the next thing to do. So yeah, I got out of those 7 clicks, guys, I got one appointment. So I'm gonna show you that it went straight into Go High Level. So I got this lady right here, Lana. I'm not gonna show her information because that would be messed up. But she's booked in there, right, for Monday, and I'm gonna just keep running these ads and see what happens, guys. But yeah, got one appointment in. And by the way, I don't know if I talked about this on this channel. I talked about it on my other channel, I believe. But once she books the appointments, I have these automations that go off. But I don't wanna go into that because it's just a whole other realm. But yeah, guys, just wanted to give you the blueprint on how this happened so far. So in a couple more days, I'm gonna show you what's happening now. I'm gonna give you guys an update. But I hope this was useful to you guys. I hope it was easy for you guys to understand. And yeah, that's it for me, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.